Right, so I am 19 weeks and 6 days today while recording this video, and I forgot to write down all the stuff that I usually write down, like symptoms and cravings, all stuff like that, because I completely forgot. And then about 5 minutes ago, it was like, oh no, I haven't done my vlog, I need to do it. So I'm sorry if things are a bit like, don't know, and I haven't got a lot to say. I haven't been able to write anything down because I completely forgot, so just bear with me. So let's get started. I was still having issues with, how I mentioned on my last one, how my bump was disappearing, then it was coming back. Well, I've had the same issue again, and then about 3 days ago, it came back and it stayed out now, and it's quite big now in comparison to how it's been the last week. So that's taking more of a toll, it seems to be, on my pelvis. I went to see the physiotherapist on, well, I'm saying on, it was yesterday, and I am now on crutches because I'm unable to get up and down the stairs on my own, rarely now, and I find it difficult walking. And because I was walking with a limp, she actually said to me, by me walking with this limp, I am putting more pressure on one side of my hips and my pelvis than the other, which is going to make it even worse than what it would be. So she said that I was better to have crutches, so that it evens the weight out on both sides, so it doesn't make it as severe as it otherwise would be. And I've also got a belly band now that supports my back, and it comes round and velcros underneath your bump, which lifts it up, helps lift it out of the pelvis a bit, so that can give you a bit of extra support. But I will only be wearing that when I leave the house and I'm walking a lot, because when you've got that support around your belly, your stomach muscles become even weaker, which can obviously cause problems in the future if you've got overly weak muscles, and I don't want that to really happen. So I only wear it when I go out walking, because then it gives me the extra support. I went downtown earlier. Something that normally takes 20 minutes took me an hour and a half, just because I was using my crutches. And I don't think you can tell on this video, it's not showing up with the light very well because it's about to go dark, but it has killed my hands. They're hurting so much from the weight of all my body on the crutches. And it's not even a rubbery material anymore, it's just hard plastic, and having the weight of me pressed on them on my hands all the time, it's quite painful now. So I don't know whether to ask the doctor or a pharmacist if maybe there's any types of grips that are available to wear to help take the strain off my hands, because I don't want to end up having problems with my hands just because of that. I'm still craving bacon. It's not as bad as it was last week, but I still love bacon, absolutely love it. I feel like I want cooked food now. Savoury things like crisps, nuts, just anything snack wise just doesn't do it for me now. I want to eat cooked food all the time, like cook a steak or the bacon, anything that, as long as it's cooked and it's hot, I feel like I want to eat it. So there's a little bit of change there. I've been getting a lot more stronger movements from baby this week, like to the point where after he's had a kicking session, it will really hurt after. Like, it'll feel really bruised and just sore and achy. And I did speak to a few people, and some people said that your muscles are weaker with your second pregnancy, so it takes its toll on your muscles more, so then they do feel a bit bruised and achy afterwards compared to what they would be with your first. So I'm guessing it's probably just that. My midwife finally got in touch with me after not being able to get in touch with her for weeks, and she texted me and said apparently she'd been on annual leave for a month. Yes, a month, and nobody told me she was going on annual leave. The doctors never told me. I was not given any other number to call instead of calling her, apart from MAU, the maternity assessment unit, which is at the hospital, which I don't really want to call that number unless I think it's really important, like almost urgent. So I wasn't very happy about that. She said that she'd give me a call on Sunday, so 2 days ago, and speak to me, and she never called me. I waited all day and she never called me, and I thought, why should I bother calling her when I've tried to call her all month not even knowing she was on leave, and then she says she's going to call me and she doesn't. Why should I make that extra effort? That's how I see it anyway. I don't feel that I should have to make that effort when I already put in a lot of effort trying to get in touch with her in the first place. So yeah, I'm finding it a lot more difficult in bed now. When I'm turning over, it's so painful, and when I get up in the morning I feel so crippled. I cannot walk. When I first get up in the morning I can't walk at all. Ash has to actually carry me downstairs because the pain is just excruciating. But once, as the day goes along, come to about dinner time, maybe 12, 1, it starts easing a little bit, and by the end of the day I can walk a little bit easier because I've got used to it. It's almost as if it comes stiff and just horrible, and I hate it. My spots have stayed at bay, but my hair has become really greasy. That's why I've got it up today. I can wash my hair. Normally I used to wash my hair every 2 to 3 days because I didn't like washing it every day because it just makes it, you know, more greasy and makes your hair unhealthy. But I never needed to because it wouldn't get greasy till like day 3 usually. So I felt like I don't need to wash it unless it has to be washed. And now I will wash it, and by the next morning when I wake up, I'll have washed it in the evening, had a shower, and then I wash my hair, and then I wake up the next morning, so about 12 hours, and it's greasy again. And I think to myself, how can it become greasy so quick? I tried changing my pillowcases a lot more often and like changing them every time I have a shower, thinking, oh, maybe it's when I've lay on them, but it'll still be the same. So it's nothing to do with that. It's not where I've lay on them and it's gone like that, and then I've lay on it with clean hair and it's done it again. Not that they're dirty, because they get changed regular anyway, but I just mean for how quick it gets greasy. But it doesn't seem to make a difference what I do. It just gets really greasy really quick. Whereas with Blossom, my hair was really soft and silky and grew really quick, and it just seems horrible and bland this time. I just don't like it at all. I've not actually weighed myself this week or measured myself. I am very sorry, but I will get it done tomorrow for my 20-week vlog. So, and I think it's better to do it every 2 weeks anyway, because there's not going to be much of a difference over just 6 or 7 days, is there? So I think by me doing it every couple of weeks until I get to about maybe 28 weeks or something, it's better to do it every 2 weeks, because then there is likely to be a change then. And also I mentioned in, I don't think it was the last one, it was the one before, about how my breasts kept growing. They are still growing. They've had more or less like a growth spurt right now, and the bra that I'm currently wearing now is a size big. I think my last ones I was wearing was 34 double D, and I used to have them back extenders, ended up having 2 lots of them on, because they still fitted me in the cup but not round the back. Now I've got the next size up and it's too small already. I need another one. Pardon me, it's too small in the chest. It's not too bad around the back, but it's too small in the chest already, and it's getting absolutely ridiculous. And they are not cheap really to buy either, so that's getting quite annoying, and they're just feeling so heavy now. So I don't know whether I'm going to start leaking soon or what. I'm not sure, but I've got a feeling. I mean, already they're bigger than what they were when I gave birth to Blossom, so I'm dreading what size they're going to be when I give birth to Kobe. So yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that either about his name, that we've decided to call him Kobe Theodore Wallace. If I've already mentioned that, then I'm sorry, but if I haven't, I'm also sorry because I haven't told you. My pregnancy brain, I'm all over the place. Also, I started back work today. I opened my new business today, and I'm hoping to be open like 6 days a week up until I am about between 25 and 28 weeks, and then because obviously my pelvic pain is getting quite bad now, so my mobility is getting poor, and so hopefully by that point I'll just reduce it down to about 3 days a week being open, and then once I'll close at like, I think I'll close for a couple of weeks when I'm about 38 weeks, because I don't know if I'm going to be induced early or not, depending how bad the SPD is. And then I will open when he's about a week old. If I have him at 38 weeks, then I'll take 3 weeks off, so I'll reopen when he's 3 weeks old, and if I go over or to term, then I'll have just a week off, and I'll just open like 1 day a week, just to slowly get myself back into it, because I'm going to be tired and drained and what have you, and I think going back to a full week of work after he's only a week old, it's going to be too much for me. So just the 1 day a week, and then gradually over time, by the time he's 6 months old, I hopefully will be doing 6 days again, but I will be working from home, so that'll be easier because I will be breastfeeding him, so I don't want to have any time apart from him and things like that. So I don't think there's that much more I can say about this week. There's not a lot that's happened really apart from that. I mean, I will try to write everything down for next week's vlog, so as it's a little more interesting, or if anything happens at all. But I think I'm getting to that stage now where each week not a lot happens. There's not much changes in, like, once you get your cravings and things for this point, that kind of stays the same throughout the pregnancy. Symptoms kind of stay the same, they either get better or worse, usually worse, and there's not a lot different things that happen apart from your movements will obviously change as you get further on and they get stronger and bigger. But I'll try to think of different things I can talk about as well and keep you up to date with my appointments. I have got an appointment in just over a week for my anomaly scan, my 20-week scan, so I'll update you with that and pictures and things when I have that. I don't think it'll be on the next vlog, it'll be on the vlog after, because I'll be nearly 21 weeks when I have that scan. I think I'm having it the day before I'm 21 weeks actually, so I may be able to upload it that day or I may not, I don't know. But I will let you go now. Oh yeah, belly shot. And then, yeah, I'll let you go because I'm just babbling on, as I do. Plus my tea's on and it's been on for about half an hour now, so I need to go and check it because I doubt that I shot still. Right, after about 10 minutes of trying to stand up, I will show you bump. So that's the bump with the shirt on. And you can see it's come out more now. That's the bump. Shirt off. I'm sorry about that, my little one's downstairs eating a tea, so yeah. That's the front, side, front again, and that side. And I've also got, I don't know if you can see it on this video, getting a lot of stretch marks all down here now. So yeah, I shall see you next week. Bye.